can't roll the dice. The stakes are high, but these ain't no highs. So play your cards, but there's no goal straight. It's the end of the streak. Time to face your face, but was this another race of your dream? You had one last play that we couldn't believe. And all the house will cheat it out of a quick, but it's what they call beginner's luck.
And welcome back to Beginner's Luck, ladies and gentlemen, the only D&D podcast that has a catering company on standby with all the pancakes and syrups that you could want. I am Larry, and I am your DM. I can see you guys. Leave me alone.
Why didn't we get?
Where's my pancakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I said it's on
I didn't get any.
standby. It's on standby.
Yeah, so give it.
I want you to drive all the way down here to my home in another state and give me my pancakes.
I am Larry, I'm your DM, and I am currently driving to Rob's place to deliver him pancakes. I am joined with my beautiful and humble players, and we have... Oh, yeah, that one.
My name's Bella. I play Annie the Artificer.
My name's Robert, and I play Goda Sevrok. And as always, the pleasure is yours.
I am Avia, and I play Rainer, the elf, the bard extraordinaire.
Very good. These are the guys. These are the guys I wanted to introduce you all to.
I'm pretty sure these people know who we are, Larry.
Well, you don't know that. Maybe some guy just opened up the podcast and it's the first episode that they listen to. And if that's the case, please go back. Go back. 20 episodes.
At episode 20. What are you doing here?
You just go back.
You can also like this one too. Just, add it to your, favorites or whatever it is. I don't know.
Add it to your queue. But as always, before we do get into the recap, I do have a question for three of you, as in Annie, Gordar, and Rainer. What would your game of choice be?
Well, I will say I do prefer playing some chess or Mancala. Pretty much any traditional game that is against a single opponent.
What is Mancala?
How do I put this? It's quite a thin board. There are... How would you put this? Just look it up. It's very popular in Africa.
Could you explain the rules of Mancala for me, please, Annie?
Give me a sec. I had the thing up. I have played it before, but I don't know, the specific rules. Give me a second.
She did say look it up.
In the background.
She did say look it up. She did. Okay, I'm just putting pressure on Annie.
Alright, well, just for you because you're lazy. Mancala is a game for two players originating in Africa. Players aim to collect the most seeds, which are stones or gems, in their personal bank by sowing seeds in a counterclockwise direction around a board of 12 small pits and 2 stores. The game ends when one player's side is empty, with the higher score wins.
Oh, I think... Hold on. There's a very similar game that we do have in the Philippines. When you started talking about seeds and stuff,
yes.
And then I did look up
similar
what the board
concept.
looks like. Yeah, we do have a similar game to this. Okay, cool. All right. Godar.
Well, probably no surprise, but any of those games that are like a business tycoon, roller coaster tycoon, anything where I can show that I am the best at organizing in infrastructure and making the most amount of profit without having to spend much money.
Okay.
So like Monopoly or the Game of Life.
Oh, I don't play any of that old arcade games.
Annie. Rubbing her temple. Okay, that's
God,
interesting.
did not pick up on the frustration at all.
Yeah.
Like what?
Lastly, Rainer.
Well, Gimble, if you must ask, the only games I play are with these women.
Oh.
You nearly made me do a spit take. Holy crap. Bad time to drink some water.
I told you guys I would have something for Rainer.
Uh-huh.
God, Rainer's a dog!
I think we all knew this.
Yeah, this is not something new for him.
What was it,
Even
episode
more.
3?
His one visit in the city was to go in.
That's a callback.
Oh, God.
All right, well, with that, let's just get into the recap, shall we?
What about you, Gimbal?
Well,
I like space, so I think I like to... There's this one game, it's like super complex, and there's so many pieces, and the board's gigantic, and it's called Twilight Imperium, and it can take up to like 6 to 8 hours to play the game. Even longer, possibly.
Isn't Twilight that movie with the vampires?
How can anyone put up with you to 6 to 8 hours at a time?
It doesn't have any vampires, those that particularly sparkle in the sunlight, and those I generally play by myself because nobody wants to play. And with that, the recap.
Sokolov's aimed his gun towards Annie, Reyna, and Godard, his intentions revealed as well as his motivation for his hatred and burning desire for revenge. Sokolov spoke of the smuggler's code and how Flintfingers broke it, causing himself, like many others, to flee the main city and into this writhing land, forever to wander and trade. Try as they might, from renaming Annie to Anna and claiming she was her own daughter, to Reyna bargaining with Sokolov and Godard just trying to ease the tension, the cutthroat words of the bulbous mass penetrated his target. He demanded blood, descendant or not, it didn't matter. He would have it by any means necessary. Shots from each of their rifles rang out and piercing sirens blasted from Sokolov's trade cart, summoning harpies that swooped and scratched at Godard and Reyna. Godard's perfect aim had destroyed one of the cart's wheels, and the heat from one of Annie's crystal bullets melted and rendered the sirens useless. The harpies flew away, and Sokolov was soon overwhelmed. Aflame and defeated, with his cart almost unscathed, Sokolov's trinkets and valued items are ripe for the taking. More than a handful was gained and kept, including but not limited to the now-deceased trader's gun. The lands of Matusia hold their place over our troops' heads, and the sickness now advancing enough to manifest light bumps and scabs across skin. Gimble's suggestion of a detour to a nearby town elevated some hope that a cleric or healer may be able to assist their conditions. Trees of normal stature with creatures of typical build wandering about. Alleviated, our group decided to rest for the night, but not without fearing an encounter with some cannibals.
With your back and forth around the campfire, you find that there is one individual who is standing over Gimble with an arrow to his head. You look around and you now find yourself surrounded by at least 6 other individuals, 7 in total.
Whoa. Put the bow down. Who are you? What do you want?
You see the one that has the arrow onto Gimble's head simply says to all of you, "We are cannibal hunters."
How close are they?
So the other 6 are outside the perimeter, almost in the shadow of the line. This one, where it's the one individual is just literally on Gimble, behind him. That's when the alarm went off.
Okay. Are they all within 30 feet?
They are all within 30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna do something stupid.
Fireball! No.
Let's go.
Yeah? Bella, would you like to do something before I do it?
No, I don't. I mean, by all means, if you want to do something, please do so.
Okay. Rainer is going to kind of look up. He was in... Was he in first rest?
Yeah, so the rest has not begun.
Okay. Yeah, so he's just gonna kind of look up from the flames and he's just gonna visualize that pattern. Like the flames going up and burning. He's gonna be focusing on that as he kind of tilts his head around and that flame pattern kind of goes in his eyes.
Cool.
As he casts Hypnotic Pattern. So everything within 30 feet, every creature, including, unfortunately, these 2.
Damn.
And Gimble, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the charmed condition. So they have the incapacitated while charmed and a speed of 0. So it fails, it ends if they take an action or if someone shakes that creature out of its stupor.
Nice.
Okay.
So that's a DC 15.
you see the folks that are around you lower their bows, as to with the individual that is behind Gimbal.
Mm-hmm.
You see Gimbal with a glazed look over his face, almost staring into the flame itself.
Yeah.
Gora also has a bit of a blank stare as I rolled an 8.
Annie's face is also blank, as she rolled a 12.
Raynor is going to kind of sit up, get up, and he's going to put a hand on Gora's shoulder, kind of shake him a bit so that he wakes up. And then he's going to do the same to Annie.
Ugh.
I can't maintain this very long. Would you mind thinking about doing something, please?
What would you have us do? We can't exactly run away. These guys will find us immediately.
Then take one of them hostage.
We might as well just take all of them hostage.
Do you have anything that could help? My eyes are getting tired.
I have some rope.
Rope is good.
Alright, Godar, help me out.
Okay, I'll do. So Gora was going to get out his 30 feet of hempen rope, and he's just going to cut into with his dagger, his +1 dagger that it got sharpened. Cut through a bit of rope, run to the closest one, and start trying to tie their hands behind their back, and then just try and get to as many as possible within the next however long this spell lasts.
Mhm.
A minute. It lasts
The
a
other
Ooh.
archers, are they in the trees? Did you say?
Not in the trees, but just by the tree line, just outside the light itself of the campfire, right?
Mm.
And
Shit, we might not have enough time.
minute. Just pull Gimbal out of there.
Yeah, I'm getting him. She grabs Gimbal and just carries him as far away from, the rest of the archers as possible.
so you've carried Gimbal away from it. You can see a lot of them, as some have now been bound by Gordar. This thing only lasts for a minute, right? Okay. So, as you're taking Gimbal away, that guy who was standing over him was just, no, wait, hold on. And, huh? Oh, almost in a state of confusion as you've moved away. And I want to say, as the minute passes, let's say you've managed to bound 3, Gordar. And the 4 of you have now moved away sufficiently enough where you're not in. Well, where would you move? So, picture this small clearing, about let's say about 20 feet, with the light just enough to shine off this clearing, and then there is the tree line, and then you see the road not too far. The small road not too far to your left.
Honestly, probably closer to the road.
You move closer to the road.
What's the plan here? What are we doing?
Well, I'm not going back into the forest. We don't know this place well enough to actually go in there and survive.
What are we doing right now? As he's tying up the last one. Why did you just leave them all? What are you doing?
Just kill him.
Well, kill the... Damn it! Give me a sec, guys. I'm just gonna check the range of this spell that I want to use.
So I've managed to tie up 3 of them?
4 now. I'll say 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. How many are there in total? 7.
7. I will also say, as you asked the question earlier, Annie, 1 did respond. If you, just in case you forgot, yes.
Okay, well, look. They did say that they were cannibal hunters, which means that they're not likely cannibals themselves. But that also means that there's cannibals in this area. So, I don't know, maybe we can reason with them or something, try to convince them.
If now would be a great time, I can kind of still maintain control maybe for 10 seconds. My eyes really do need to blink. I really do need to blink. My eyes are watery.
Just blink already!
If I blink, they will go and wake up.
As you say that, Raynor, off
That's how
the
he
distance.
concentrates.
Yes, by
death
not
stares.
blinking.
It's kind of that ability
That's
from
so
My
good.
Hero. The If he blinks, it just ends.
Yes, yes.
So, as you're saying this, Rainer, off the distance, you're hearing wails as if approaching, and you hear I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna step away from the microphone for this. You're hearing. Hopefully that was far enough.
What the hell was that?
Dory doing the whale talk.
And as you hear that, it almost breaks your concentration. But as the minute is now over, you hear, you blink, no longer being able to maintain this. You now see the men, those who are bound, are like just kind of dawns on them that they're now bound. The one guy that was behind Gimbal almost shakes out of it, quickly raises his bow. There is a rustling off the bush just behind you guys as a creature comes bounding over. Well, I say creature, but something comes bounding over as he fires his arrow, and you see it hit this thing and falls over. Just before you see almost a very gangly, thin humanoid, but its face, well, what could constitute as a face, is very strange, where it is nothing more than a huge opened mouth with teeth, and you see the arrow sticking on in its neck as it lays there, almost gargling its last breath as the tongue sort of flips back and forth and it ceases.
That is disgusting. Is that the cannibals that you are after?
You see the one that took the shot still has his bow raised and is now directed towards you, Annie, as you're the one speaking.
Command 2nd level is going to hit 2 targets, including him. The crown goes up, and I'm going to say flee. It's a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
So I've got it at 2nd level, actually, and then I'm going to twin spell it, so I get an extra. So I get all 3 people who are not tied up right now.
Okay, so you're targeting the main dude who shot the arrow,
and the other 2 who are not tied up and potentially have bows. DC 15 wisdom saving throw, please. And the moment that flash happens, and in the hissy parcel tongue kind of voice, flee! You're going to turn to the rest of them. Run, you fucking idiots! And he's going to start trying to run. There's my 1.
So, you see the other 2 stare at you for a moment, and it's almost as if fear has been drawn upon them, and you see them immediately just bolt in 2 different directions. And the other one, the main dude, he looks at the 3 of you. He's under his breath, you just hear him say fuck, and he runs after one of them.
God, I didn't see either. He turned around and instantly started sprinting after he did flee.
So those who were looking, that's what you would have seen. Gimbal just patting on Annie's back. What's going on?
I don't know, but we're getting out of here. And she turns around and follows Godard, running away as well.
Okay, let me see what happens here. So I imagine that you're going to continue down the road towards...
At this point, yeah, just running as fast as you can, or as they can.
There are now occasions of wailing that you can hear not too far from you, from the tree lines. The twilight of the sky is something that you are unaccustomed to for being as long as you have been here. And you're continuing down this road, and not too far now, you can actually see street lights? Yeah. Lights. No. Hold on.
Street lamp?
like you see lights in the distance, right?
Oh, okay.
Suggesting that there is a town of sorts. I was thinking really hard, guys. Please. I'm sorry. But yes, you see not too far off the distance, you see lights of what seems to be a town. But the wails are getting louder and louder. And if Gimbal is now like patting on your back incessantly, Annie, and he's just, as he's patting incessantly, there's things coming! And then you look back and you can see almost, not exactly a horde, but at least maybe 6 to 10, possibly more, of these things with their mouths just open and snapping, sharp razor-like teeth, drool, chasing at the 4 of you. So, I want you all go ahead and give me all an athletics check, please.
Oh shit! Run!
I am running.
Faster then!
Okay.
What did we all get?
And you got a 17?
God, I got a 13.
Rainer got a 10.
So, you're now trying to pick up the pace as these things are getting closer and closer. And as you get closer to the town, you notice that the town has a high wall that is surrounding it. You see, as you're following this road, you see a gate that you are now approaching. The wall is made of wood logs that seems to surround this town, and around it you can see at the edge, at the bottom of the walls are these wooden spikes. And the wall stands about to 15 to 20 feet high, and you can see at several intervals there are almost like watchtowers. And you now notice some torches have been brought up along the lining of the wall as you're approaching. Rainer, you're kind of lagging just a bit behind, and you feel one almost try to jump onto you. You feel yourself, you feel a hand try to grab onto you, but you slip away. And as you're all approaching the gate, there is a volley of arrows that come flying through, and you can see the volley of arrows hit the creatures behind you, some of them running. You can hear the wails once more almost grow distance. Is that right? Yes, I'm gonna say it's getting further away.
Yeah.
It's getting further away, guys. It's over there. And you're now face to face with this gate.
So it's just banging on it. Let us in! Let us in quickly!
We could use some help! Please!
You see, now you're looking up at this gate. You see the 2 watchtowers on each side, and you can see a guy peer over. Outsiders, yes?
Yeah, obviously.
Teeth.
What?
What?
Show me your teeth.
What does that have to do with anything?
Your teeth.
Rainer's just gonna show him his teeth. He's like, see?
And he does the same thing. There you go, are you happy?
Can you even see it from up there?
Good point. Good point. It was a test, and I was testing you.
Right, we'll open the...
Just let us in and stop playing games!
You hear a few more arrows just fly over your head, and you hear some of the wails once more. You look back and you see just a couple of more corpses of these things. With this big gate,
Come on, hurry up!
there is a section which is just like a door. You see that open, and you see a guy, 3 guys in not so much as organized military uniform, but something that would signify that there's some form of like town guard, in a sense. Nothing too flashy, just like leather armor with a, what do you call it, a embroidery of a rose on the, not the left side, sorry, the right side. There's an embroidery of a rose. And you see these three come out with swords already at the ready, I should say. And one of them steps closer to you. Teeth!
There are you, Hopper.
What business do you have here?
Well, let's see. We're trying to run away from them.
Shopping.
The one asking for teeth squints his eyes at you. Shopping, huh?
He's obviously being sarcastic. Just let us in the bloody door.
Oh, give me persuasion check, please, with that tone.
+7, baby. Come on. That's a 24.
Yes!
Very good. You, as he turns around to speak to the other two guards, you hear them. Well, they pose no threat. Yes, we saw their teeth. I'm sure they're safe. And the main guy goes, but they're outsiders. We shouldn't really... But it is unsafe out there. I mean, would we really turn them away? And you hear this small discussion lasting for maybe about 15 seconds.
Lovely discussion. Yeah, inside.
I see more volleys of arrows.
Gora is Sorcerer's Bursting as well. Like, he's doing Sorcerer's Burst, trying to, like, keep things at bay. Just like, let us in the bloody walls.
As you're doing that, you see him push over the other two guys. Like, not push them over, as in, like...
Moves inside, yeah.
Push them aside, that's the correct, yes. Push them aside, and he opens the door, and he's just like, hurry in.
Thank you.
Gora is going to make sure the gimbal's next to them.
Yeah.
We didn't leave him
I
behind.
imagine the gimbal is still on Annie's shoulder, by the way. In my mind, that's where he's been.
She's still carrying him.
Quick head count, and then ducks inside.
We don't get many outsiders here. Volley of arrows. You just hear it.
Gee, really?
So why are you here?
Well, it's not for your hospitality, I can tell that already.
It's not like we chose to come here.
We were going north, and then we got jumped by some people who very openly told us they were cannibal hunters, which was a little unusual. The first thing they say to us. And then we escaped, then we got hunted by those things.
You can see that there is a sense of... He eyes you guys as a sense... with a sense of distrust. Still has his sword out in his hand, but it's laxed. He turns to the other two and says, get the captain. You will wait here for our captain. And not too long, maybe about 5 minutes, you see this... Sorry. It's just the image in my head. I haven't described it yet, but I'm already laughing.
Oh no.
You see the two guards come back and you see the captain with them, an individual who stands at about 3 feet tall with a plate armor that seems a little too big for him. You see him with a sword, which is probably like a short sword, most likely, and it is now approaching with the two guards. And as he approaches, he has this heavy helmet on as well that entirely covers his face. Think of like Black Knight sort of deal over here, but just really tiny.
Oh no.
And
I already know what Rainer's gonna say.
As they've approached, you see the captain, right, with this black plated suit of armor with the that seems to be a little too big for him, the helmet itself, and you can see, whereas the guards have that rose on the right hand side of their leather armor, his rose is emblazoned upon his entire plate armor on the chest area.
So these are the outsiders!
Hey, little guy, where's your captain?
Take him to the stocks! As he turns around.
You haven't happened. I'm so sorry.
Wait. We We were just chased by something that was trying to kill us. I'm sorry, we're a little bit on edge right now.
You
We haven't slept.
the clink clank of his heavy armor as he turns around. Sorry, this is just so funny to me. This is so funny to me. The clink clank of his armor as he turns around.
And how do we know that you're not cannibals?
If we were cannibals, we'd be starting to eat you.
And for one, I don't eat meat like this. Points at them.
Also, wouldn't we look like those weird wailing things?
Yes, you would say that. A cannibal would definitely say that.
A cannibal wouldn't have brains.
Oh, so you would say. Come with me. Take him with me.
As he clink clank clank with a tiny.
Do you need us to pick you up? This would be much faster if we just picked you up.
And he's gonna pick it up.
We are so gonna die in this. I can see Rob's face.
Yeah,
What unhanged arrested these for?
We're not cannibals, okay? And I highly doubt you're a proper captain, looking like this.
As you. Do you still hold him? He's got like hefty weight on him considering the armor that he's wearing, just FYI.
She hasn't like picked him up very far, maybe just like a further 3 feet off the ground. Just like crouched up and now standing up straight. Sets him back down and like takes 2 steps back from him.
Lock them up.
As he turns around and you now see a few of the guards are ready to escort you to the welcome home, kids, back to prison. So
The facility's nice?
yeah,
He's just Raina's asking one of the guards. Is the facility's nice?
Yeah, do we at least have our own bathroom?
And do not speak to them. We don't know who they are. They could be cannibals.
and you are now, the 4 of you are now being escorted, and you see this building at very top of it says jailhouse as you're being.
what does the town look like as we're being escorted through it? Like, how, is it a large town? Like, what's the kind of vibe we're getting?
So it is a fairly large town, so very much close to what McKinley Park is like. It's very very French in its architecture. There's gas lamps that are lit through the streets, cobblestone roads. You can see carts and horses parked, if you will. There is a not so modern as what Antilles is, but is kind of getting there. And you can see that the place is actually very well guarded. In almost every street corner, there is a guard. And as you approach the jailhouse, the 4 of you are brought in, and you're, surprisingly very populated. So you have on at this time of night, while there are still people out and about, where you'll see folks sort of not exactly point, but they do stare. You see a few along the way. You see a few storefronts, closing up shop and such at this time of night, and it seems like a normal town. And
Is this something that we would like assume that could be anywhere from like 15,000 people could live here, or like what kind of like size like does it look like? Because
so
like, is it growing up? Is it growing out? Like
from the size, from the distance from where you're looking, it looked like to be a sizable town. Not a city size, but town size for sure. And if you were to estimate, maybe about 15 to 20,000 people. So you're taken to this jailhouse, you're escorted in, and for some of you, it seems all too familiar with the bullpen, with the desks and everything, and you're escorted down into the holding cells. And the holding cells, there's 6 of them. three three opposite each other, so facing each other. There's only one other individual in here, but the four of you are put into a cell opposite of that. One of the guards was a young guy, human. Looks at you, looks at the four of you, shakes his head. I'm sure that you are not cannibals, and I'm sorry, but Captain's word is law, as he's locking the thing.
Nah, it's all good, mate. This is where we kind of want to be.
Yes, a place to stay for the night, I suppose. You're safer in here than out there.
Exactly. But is that tiny man really your captain?
You see, it's like the color on his face sort of like flushes as your tiny man, really, Captain? And it's like, yes, he is. He's been our captain for a very long time, and a good one at that.
How long?
For as long as I remember, he was captain when I was a kid.
And how old are you?
Judging, you're looking at him, and you can tell he's very young. 23.
Early 20s, then. At least 10 years as captain.
I'll get you guys some food.
Thank you.
You see him leave. What do we do now?
We rest.
Oh,
And he sets Gimbal down.
thank you.
Mhm.
I think going forward, it might be best if we don't talk about his height. It obviously is going to get us in the stocks or killed.
What? It's funny.
What is it with you two in instantly insulting the first people we meet who are trying to save us?
I did that on purpose.
Godard, to be fair, that thing was half my height.
I don't care.
Okay, I had different reasons to her.
It was funny.
Yeah, it is funny until it's our head on a guillotine. Or they push us back outside the city to be eaten by those things.
Oh, please, I doubt they would do that.
They might.
He instantly wanted to put us in stocks.
Yeah. I was mostly wanting to see what his reaction would be to us. Like, he was obviously too agitated to really discuss with us, so I tried to prod him just a little bit to see what he would do. I mean, obviously his short stature was a pain point for him. He definitely has some sort of weird thing about that. That's completely normal. But he wouldn't have listened to us. He needs to be in a position of power to actually have a discussion with us.
I suppose so. Annie looks towards the cell opposite the one that they're in, where the human is, or the other guy is. Hey, you.
You are right, it is human, and he is sitting there across from you, head down, with his hair hanging low, very gray from where you're standing. Almost looks like it's matted, not wearing a shirt, torn pants. And as you say, hey, you see him slowly raise up his head to look at the four of you. There's fiery glint in his eyes as he licks his lips.
Ah, you're a cannibal.
As you say that, he stands up. Oh, not a lot of people realize that. As he steps closer to the bars, you now see that there's blood, sort of caked on his chest and everything. And you see his tongue. He not spits out, but he flicks his tongue out, and it's that same sort of tongue that you saw earlier with those creatures. And you see him kind of licking around his mouth, and in an instant you see his face change into that big maw Pac-Man style sort of thing, and you see the teeth, and you just hear him go, and then the face changes back.
What does his teeth look like?
So very not razor-like, but each of the individual teeth are very sharp and thick. You imagine that that teeth is used to tear flesh.
I see. Okay.
And he looks at the four of you. It's a shame they didn't put you in here with me. I am getting a bit hungry.
Yeah, what a waste. How long have you been in here for?
You see him turn around, sit back down. Oh, I don't know. Maybe the last 4 hours. Bunch of suckers, if you ask me. Let me right in. And I ate a few. I was so hungry. Even now I'm hungry.
Well, that might explain why the captain's on edge.
So hungry.
You poor little thing.
And you hear the door open from the end of the hall. And you can see now 2 guards approach, the young guy and a dragonborn. And you can see them now sort of like opening up this section of the bars at the bottom where they now slide these 4 dishes for you guys. And you see them take their leave.
What's in the dishes?
It's kind of like just like there's bread and there's like something very viscous, which probably is gruel, and a piece of cheese.
Gotta have cheese.
With the bread.
Is there anyone else?
You see Gimbal.
Is there anyone else around?
No, not in these holding cells. It is just the 4 of you and the guy across.
Well, sorry I made this worse, but at least we're safe, I guess. And she's eyeing the cannibal up and down.
Yes, safe, sleeping right next to a cannibal. Yippee to us.
Do they hang the key somewhere nearby?
Ooh. I want you to go ahead and give me a perception check. Perception or, no, actually, investigation.
Rainer got a 6.
So you try to look by pressing your face against the bars to see if there's any sort of keys hanging off the far wall by the door. But as far as you can tell, you can't spot any keys.
Nope. If we need to, well, I'll figure a way out. But at least for now, we should get some rest. It's been a long day.
I think that's the best idea. As Gordo's like picked up some of the gruel with a spoon and is like splashing it back into the bowl, just like just gonna pick up the cheese and the bread, just eat that, and then try and get some sleep.
Gimbal's already finished his.
Of course he has.
Just okay, so go ahead. Take that long rest now.
Yippee!
Yeah, we don't get eaten in our sleep.
Not yet,
Well,
anyway.
Don't be so
What?
sure about that. Don't be so sure about that.
Are we still taking like shifts?
God, I would probably suggest that actually. I think probably should be a good idea if someone stays awake for a little bit, and so he literally just makes eye contact with the cannibal. I don't feel entirely comfortable everyone falling asleep next to that thing.
I will volunteer first. I really want to play with this gun, but they haven't taken away for some reason.
Yeah, they seem pretty lackluster in
They
that
just
department.
threw you all in there.
I'll take the second.
Alright, good night. Annie's already like laid her head back and is already snoring.
I wish we had silence.
So, do you say that? Sounds like me. So, Rainer, as you're taking the first watch, so to speak, you occasionally just peer over to the opposite cell, and you can see the cannibal just laying on the bed. And you sort of begin to hear him kind of just hum. And he's just humming this tune, which increasingly gets more familiar as he sings. And it is a song, an old song that you remember from your childhood. And he's just singing this song so casually. Something about the sunflower fields and the ships coming into war. It is just an old familiar song. Just an old-fashioned love song.
Okay. Rainer is going to kind of whisper call out because he doesn't want to wake up the rest of them. I know that song. Is that from the... Are you from the Narrows?
Don't think I recall that place. No. But it's an old song. A very old song. I'm surprised you remember it, Rainer.
I didn't say my name. Who are you?
Oh, you didn't? And he just keeps singing.
What? You too afraid to start talking now?
Can you go ahead, because you're goading him a bit. Could you give me maybe, like, I guess a persuasion?
Sure. 19.
He continues to sing the song as he sits up. And he moves closer to the bar. I mean, I could go on, maybe. But what is there more to say?
Well, how you know me? I mean, this might be your last night.
No. Not my last night. I don't know you personally. Let's just say that. But I will get to know you intimately. As you see him slightly open his mouth and now exposing no longer that human-like teeth, but the sharp, very sharp dagger-like teeth. But he hasn't fully, I guess, transformed to that full Pac-Man head, but he's just showing you those teeth, and it's like very intimately.
You seem very sure of yourself. As Rainer takes out his dagger and telekinetically kind of just throws it just short of that, his cell, and then brings it back.
Oh, cool.
Badass.
You, as you do, actually, let's see.
So sure that you'll live.
I most certainly will. As that tongue now comes out, and it's almost like a feet long, this tongue, as it wraps itself around the bar and then back, and then you hear the slurp as he brings it back in.
You
should get some rest. As he continues to sing and lays back down.
So Gordar is next awake, right? So when it comes to Gordar's kind of shift, Rainer is just gonna lightly touch him. Gordar,
Yes.
it's your turn. Just a little
okay.
word of warning. That one can get in your head a little. He knows my name. He knows a song from my memory.
Oh, great.
You hear him humming.
Well, that's fine. If he tries anything, I can just... still have my magic.
Yep. Just, don't let him get in your head.
Oh, no one can get in my head.
Right. Rainer's like, yeah, sure, okay.
Flashback to all the instances where everyone's gotten under his skin.
Yeah. So, Rainer's just gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go meditate. As you see him stay in a corner and just stop meditating.
God, is there any windows in our cell? Or is this like underground cell?
It's a tiny window that is high up the wall, and it's one of those small ones, and it still has bars in them.
Do we have moonlight coming through?
Yeah.
Probably the first time we've seen moonlight in a long time too.
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
Gordar is kind of just looking up through the moonlight and is just fidgeting with that ring that he got, just rolling it between his fingers. Stare out into the moonlight for the first time in a long time, and so are all the girls. Though one is looking at the thing across the bars. She's the most suspicious.
That's so cute.
Hear the humming continue on from across the cell, and you just hear his voice. It's pretty, isn't it? Just like what dear old daddy used to wear. You put it on?
Goddard kind of half looks over. You can say whatever you want. It doesn't bother me.
You think Daddy would be proud of what dear old Godard is doing? All locked up across a cannibal. Wonder what dear old Dad is doing right now.
Thinks back to that message in the fire for a split second, and then tries to remember what Raina said. Shakes their head a little bit. Try and guilt me all you want. I've been through worse business deals than dealing with, and whatever the hell you are, here.
Oh, I was just a little hungry.
Then starve and shut up.
Just a little hungry. Oh, did I hit a nerve? Crying over dear old Dad. As again exposing the teeth and tongue. And this time the tongue shoots out and just close enough to the bar of your cells, and it slightly licks it.
Sorceress burst the tongue.
Nice.
As you see as you've sorcerer burst the tongue, you see it sort of being lopped off, and and you hear him scream that same familiar wail that you were hearing outside. Then a gurgled laughter, and then the scream again, and it's just like, oh no, what shall I do? Oh.
Cry for me.
And he does. He begins to cry, and he falls to the ground, and he's wailing and crying, which catches the attention of the guards, who then come rushing in. And you see the cannibal sort of flip over on all fours, and he's like, I'm sick! I'm sick! And he's beginning to puke.
You know this one's a cannibal, right? It tried to use its tongue to get me from my cell.
He attacked me. I'm dying. He's putting on this show.
I'm going to cast Suggestion. It's my last first level spell before you finish this this long rest towards the guard, or one of the guards. Do not believe anything. I suggest that you do not believe anything he says. He is lying to you all to get you in there to eat you. It's best if you leave.
Okay, and the DC for that is?
DC 15. Suggestion. Let me just double check what it is. Wisdom saving throw.
So your voice carries over through the air almost like a whisper to this guard's ear. And with the tones of hiss and such, you see that guard places a hand on the other guard. We shouldn't go in there. I think he's gonna try and eat us. And as he says this, the cannibal, he stops the puking, almost like an on and off switch. So, and he wipes his mouth. Oh, no fun. As he says that, the tongue begins to reform. You may go, he says to the guards, and you see them leave. You're very fun. I can't wait to eat you. I can't wait to serve you and your friends to my brothers and sisters.
Well, you just outed yourself as a cannibal, so good luck with that.
How do you think I got in here, honey?
By pretending not to be a cannibal? Not exactly the smartest.
No. They let me in thinking that I was just someone who was lost. They let me in with open arms. And...
Yes, and you just outed yourself.
Don't need to. I got everything that I need right here. goes back and he lays back down and continues to hum. The rest of the night for you goes uneventful, to say the least. Who's taking next watch? Is it Gimbal or Annie?
God, I would walk over to Annie. Poke in the throat.
Ugh.
You're very loud, you know that? I thought you would lose the snoring with young age, but apparently not.
God, and you're quite harsh when it comes to waking other people up. Ah.
Yes, well... Be mindful of the cannibal. It seems to... There seems to be some kind of mind fuckery with it. It seems to know about us. Don't let it get under your skin, please. We don't want to be in maximum security or something.
Noted.
Also, it has a very long tongue. Don't go near the bars.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up. Get some sleep.
Try. Gora goes down to, kind of sit in the corner and try and pass out.
Okay, Annie, it is your turn for the watch. You sit there in silence. You was hoping for silence, but you hear the humming from across the cell. Just give me a second. I just want to double check something before anything else, okay?
I don't like that.
Give me a moment.
I don't like that either.
He's squinting at his screen. This is not trustworthy.
Guys, if we all outvote him and just say no, he can't continue, right? It's a democracy.
You guys
here.
don't consent.
It's okay, I read the screen reflection on his glasses.
Information's on that side. You guys see reflection, can you? All right, Annie. So the humming just continues, and the tune that he's humming is also familiar to you. A song in particular that was sung to you by none other than Skinny Pete back in the day. A very charming tune, one that can dance to, who is enamored and is lost in love. And you see, as you sit there, occasionally glancing over to the opposite cell, you see the cannibals sit up. I guess it's your turn now, sister.
And he doesn't say anything.
Oh, it's not very polite not to talk to your sibling now, is it?
I don't have any siblings.
Oh, but you do, and there's many of us. So many. I come bearing a message, dear sister. You are to let us in.
Annie doesn't say anything, but she's looking at him confused.
Oh, and he reads upon this confused look. Oh, don't act like you don't know. Dear old daddy wants us in this place, and you're going to help. You're going to let us in.
I'm pretty sure my parents are long dead.
No. Do not act coy. You're going to win these people over. And you're going to let the rest of your siblings in. Then you're going to let me out, and we're going to have a feast. Hasn't the hunger occurred to you yet?
Again, doesn't say anything.
You should be hungry by now. Or at least little tinglings.
She doesn't say anything, but she looks towards her untouched food that was provided a few hours ago.
It did kind of make you sick. It was
Yeah.
yucky.
She didn't eat it.
But you don't... Yeah, like, you smelt it, and as much as you generally just love bread, kind of made you sick. But the bread was, like, looking at the food, it is something that there's nothing wrong with it. It didn't look off-putting or anything. It looked like any other regular meal that you would generally have. But when you did get a whiff of it, you did feel sick.
It sounds like you're the one that's hungry. And she grabs the piece of bread and she throws it into that cell.
As you throw it, you see his tongue catch the piece of bread. And then you see him toss it back with his tongue, hitting you square on the forehead.
Yuck. She wipes it off.
Oh, just like siblings. But in all seriousness, Daddy told me to tell you. It is part of your task. You have to spill blood. And the blood of this town is required. Let us in. Let me out. And part of your deal is fulfilled. You wouldn't want to lose that new pretty face of yours, would you?
Okay. Let me humor you for a second. Does it have to be anyone specific, or can it be just you?
You need to let me out of this cell. You need to let the rest of our siblings in the town. You saw it. You saw that high wall. You saw all those bows and arrows. You saw the gate. You know how hard it is to get in here.
Probably for good reason, considering that your siblings are the ones that chased us in here.
Our siblings.
No, I'm pretty sure yours.
No, they just wanted to scare you. They were playing a little rough play.
My god, you're annoying.
Oh, just like siblings. Hey, check this out. And he sticks his ass up the air and farts.
What?
And then starts to try and fan it towards you. Just like siblings, he says.
Annie holds her breath, but she doesn't move.
You have a few days. Don't disappoint dear old Papa.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't the deal that was struck between it and I. But sure, I'll humor you.
Doesn't answer at this point. Is now continuing to hum.
That song. Where did you hear it?
Oh, Daddy sang it to me, and Daddy told me to sing it to you.
She doesn't say anything.
And instead of going back to his bed, he actually begins to dance. You just see him with his left hand up and his right in the midsection, almost kind of doing like a waltz. And you hear him just humming that old familiar tune.
Annie doesn't say anything. Instead, she just looks towards the ground, very downcast, and she closes her eyes.
You close your eyes. You can give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Can I use my luck feat to reroll that?
You must announce it before rolling. That's what we discussed last time. So unfortunately, no. I'm sorry, Bella. What did you get?
I got a 9.
Okay. As you close your eyes, you find yourself dozing off. And everything's just black. You're all awoken by screaming and loud noises. As you all perk up, you see the cell door open, and not yours, opposite, and you see now one of the guards on the ground with a chunk of his shoulder missing, and you see the cannibal just laughing as he's feeding, and you see as he's trying to feed, you can see a few of the other two guards that are in there now, like just stabbing into him because he's like crouched down and just laughing, and they're trying to pull him off. And as they try to pull him off, you see him swing his arm, causing one of the guards to fly across the cell, hitting the wall, and he continues to feed. And you're all jolted awake seeing this scene. It's just like a full brouhaha sort of thing. And after taking a few more chunks off this guard, you see him cease. You see him wipe his mouth and sits back down. Oh, very good. And you see now the two guards, the one that got flung on the wall. You see him recover and picks himself up, and the other guard with his sword out. There's a look of disbelief in his face, stabbing this guy several times, and it is not down. They're unsure on what to do. And you see the cannibal raise his two arms up. Oh, arrest me again. Go on. And you see both the guards look at each other and they grab him. They bind his arms, and you see that he's now being taken away. And as he's slowly being taken away, as they pass your cell, the cannibal looks at the four of you. Bye-bye. As he gives a little kiss and is being dragged away. You can see a corpse now across the cell.
I literally told them he was This is on them. They're all idiots.
I'm afraid I have to agree with you there. They put this on themselves.
Maybe they just didn't pass information that he can get into your mind. Alright, yeah.
I told them he was a cannibal. Do not go near the bloody thing. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Rainer, I would just like to let you know that during your trance, you were conscious, and you had heard everything from the conversation that Annie had.
Really?
From what yes, and
No.
what the moment of what transpired.
Oh,
Thank
true,
you,
those
Rainer.
elf trances, yeah. Oh,
I had to. That's what I was checking. I was checking what I was
Forgot
double checking
about that.
trance. That's what I was doing earlier, and it's like it says trance. You are still conscious while in trance. So that means you have heard everything.
Okay, and after she went to sleep, was she the one who did anything?
There was a moment. By being conscious, you are aware that she managed to open the cell, your cell, and then open the other cell door, close her cell door, your cell door, and she called for the guards. And then you hear her sit back down.
Rainer is gonna tap Gordar on the shoulder, just kind of hiding it from Annie. And then he's kind of gonna give the symbol that, like, mind conversation.
Gordar's gonna cast the message cantrip.
Gordar!
And then
For the
he's just gonna
podcast
say
listeners,
that...
we're pointing to our head and then pointing with a
Yeah.
singular finger
Oh,
forwards.
yeah,
Be
I'm
like,
so
hey,
sorry, I completely
connection, come on, thinking.
Yeah, he's gonna try to hide that from Annie, though, so that she doesn't see that.
Sure.
Gordar's gonna cast message. Yeah, what?
Annie opened that guy's cell.
Cast it again. What? What do you mean?
She opened the cell, and she is at her demon thingy is the reason for this. This is part of her deal.
Cast it again. If we make it back to Briar Rose, I'm gonna kill both of you for keep making deals with bloody beings.
Hey, my deal. He
Was
just stops there. He's
genocide.
like, yeah, it was. Yeah, oh yeah. He's like,
Yay, they had the conversation, guys! Yay!
she was mentioning that they're brothers and sisters, and I think she might be turning into a cannibal too, maybe.
Oh, great.
What do we do?
Just another thing to add to the list. What can we do? Did you hear what they were planning on doing?
If she is found to be a cannibal, we might all get done in.
I understand that. Shit.
Rainer is going to take up his gun and he is going to point it at Annie's head.
What do you think you're doing?
You open the door.
What are you talking about?
He's like, I don't really know exactly how to use this thing super well, but I know that if I squeeze this thing, you will die. So, let's not pretend for a minute that I won't do it. You open that door. When I'm meditating, I'm still very conscious of what's going on. It was you who opened this door, you who opened that door, you who called for those guards to come in, and you who returned back here. I heard parts of the conversation that you had with it. Siblings? Spill, or I will make your head spill.
Quick question. Were your eyes open? Did you
Closed.
visibly see me open
I heard
both of the cells? Right, and what was it that you heard specifically? Just the cell doors opening?
I might
have
have
been
heard your
anyone.
voice.
You would have heard me speaking, but would have there been any other sounds of me opening the door? If it were me?
That is fair.
And another thing. If you really were conscious during the conversation that myself and the cannibal had, you would have heard me say that I am, in fact, an only child. I have no siblings. He was the one that was pushing for it. And there was another
Ye-
weird thing that I did last night. What was it?
After I heard you resting, you laid
Mhm.
down, and then I heard you get back up, I think.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I heard the cells open. I heard the guard come in.
Did you hear what the guard might have said to me? Or the cannibal?
No. He kind of like lowers the gun just a bit. It's like,
Annie, you have no recollection of what Rainer is talking about apart from the conversation that you had had. You don't have any memory of you. All you remember was having that conversation and falling asleep. But you opening up the cell door, you calling out to the guards was not something you did.
Alright, Rainer.
Got a pointer finger, ring finger, little beads of green energy, points it up towards Annie. Why did you go to sleep, Annie? It was your watch. What are you trying to hide from us?
Everything I've told you thus far is the truth. I'm not trying to hide anything. He was humming a song and it made me relaxed. Sorry. I know. But another thing. Just a quick thing. Rainer, you said that you were conscious for the whole thing last night. The cannibal said that he needed bloodshed in order for, quote, our father to be happy. Now, I'm presuming this father is the demon I made a deal with. But here's the thing, when I made the deal with that demon, there was no mention of bloodshed. I just had to dig up his body, I think. Or at least just find him. I don't recall anything of bloodshed.
Rainer is gonna put down his gun and go like, when I made the deal too, for my thing, she never told me I was gonna kill an entire town. I never knew that she was gonna take over my body either. These demons aren't to be trusted. How do we know that he didn't take over your body? Or
That's what I'm saying. At least it wasn't me consciously that was doing it. I would never have done that of my own volition. That's foolish and stupid.
it still means you can't be trusted, at least for now, right?
If that's what you believe, then fine. I'm sure if the guards come back, or if the captain wishes to speak with us eventually, we can arrange so that I'm separate from all of you. That being said, I do have a plan for how we can get out of here and possibly get rid of the other cannibals as well.
Oh no, I don't want you away from us. If you're out of our sight and you get taken over again, what's gonna happen? You kill everyone in town while we're still imprisoned here. You let yourself out. No, you're staying here. And we are restraining your arms for now.
That's fine. But do you think that whatever happened to me last night has something to do with how Gimbal was possessed? No, not Gimbal possessed. How we were possessed and tried to kill Gimbal. Do you think that could be related?
As with the mention of arms, you're beginning to hear very lightly the stretching of metal and bending and clank, clank, clank onto the ground, pieces of metal. Annie, your prosthetic arm has fallen apart and is now on the floor. And you look and find that you have a fully formed arm.
What the?
This.
And on your arm, you can see that it is emblazoned with these tattoos of roses.
Roses. Why?
So, could you? So picture this: like there are like roses upon your arm with petals here and there, but there's also, with tattoos, how a lot of them have like that. They can do smoke.
Yeah.
So around the roses, it has those sort of smoky effect on the tattoo that wraps around your arms. So you have petals and roses and that smoke that just wraps on this new arm of yours.
These roses, do they look any similar to the roses on the guards' uniforms?
Yeah. We can say that. Since you brought it up and you're recalling what it was, yeah, I would say that there is a similarity to it. The motif is very much clear that there is a similarity. As you're all discussing, you see a few guards walk in and is now standing by your cell door, and you can see a few other people who are not in uniform of the same as they are, but you can see them now coming in, looking over the corpse, and now they are just basically draping it over with a white cloth. You see that person who had draped it leave, and the guards also leave.
As they're going to leave, Gorda speaks up. Hey, what? Where is that thing? It's a cannibal. It's going to try and trick you and eat you all. Where is it?
Gonna be hanged.
You need to do more than hang.
Are you going to burn the body? Chop it up into pieces and...
It's up to the captain on what happens. I doubt that's way above my pay grade.
Well, pass on the information. It regenerates. I burnt its tongue off and it grew back.
The captain will come see you soon.
Is that a guarantee?
Just, if you want to be a good guard and protect people, keep an eye out for it. Otherwise you'll end up like him.
The captain will be coming to question you guys.
You know what? If he doesn't come in the next 15 minutes, I'll kill everyone.
Okay. As you say that, he's just like, okay. And he turns to the other, maybe that guy's a cannibal too.
Yeah, Rainer's gonna point the gun at him. If I was a cannibal, I wouldn't be using a gun. Go get him. Now.
This is possibly the most frustrated you've ever seen Gorda. He's just, like, they are so frustrated.
Yeah, I can tell.
With just how inept these people are at their jobs and how that they're all going to die if they don't switch on, and no one seems to care.
Mm-hmm.
Not long, a different guard arrives and opens the cell. And is motioning you to follow him. But before you do, can everybody please give me a D100, as it is a new day.
Oh no.
That means we still get sick.
Let's get...
I got a 57.
63.
I'm twinning with Bella, 57.
Whoa!
What is it with you guys and twinning?
Oh, very
I
nice.
don't
What
know.
is this?
Oh, we're both criminals.
Why am I the odd
Bella,
child?
I'd
Am I
like
the middle
you
child?
to also...
Yes, you are.
Bella, I'd like you to make me a separate D100, please. Avoid getting anything below 30%.
Well, shit, I'll do my best. Let's see how we go. Well, 6.
Oh no!
I warned you, Bella. I
Oh,
warned you. I
What
warned
does this
you.
mean? What does this mean? Am I gonna become a cannibal? Am I gonna die?
Do you have your next character ready?
We'll find out soon enough. Right after this break.
No!
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I knew it. Hi guys, Rainer here. So part of this ongoing thing with my patron, Larry, he's made me read out these lovely advertisements, and I'm not being paid for it, but I'm being paid in exposure. So here it is, the beginner's luck cocktails. This one is called Serpent's Kiss. Now I'm not sure, is he trying to call me a snake? I feel like that's more of Gordar's thing. Maybe it is, who knows? So here are the ingredients. 1.5 shots of green melon liqueur. I hear Midori is a good choice. Now I'm not sure what Midori is, but it's good apparently. 1 shot of vodka, half a shot of lime juice, half a shot of absinthe, 2 or 3 slices of jalapeno, a twist of lime, and some pomegranate syrup. Here is the method. If you want to follow, you should follow. First, you take your cocktail shaker and gently muddle the jalapeno slices. Add the ice, followed by the melon liqueur, vodka, lime juice, and absinthe. Proceed to shake vigorously for about 20 seconds. You should be used to that. You double strain using the shaker strainer and the fine strainer into a martini or coupe glass. Garnish with a twist of lime, followed by dropping a swirl of pomegranate syrup. And that's it. That's the Serpent's Kiss. Now that's been me, your humble bartender, and brought to you by Larry. Watch Beginner's Luck, subscribe.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We'll just get right back into it. The 4 of you are being escorted away. Let me try that again. Cut that. So
Larry farted.
the 4 of you are now being escorted out of your cell, and you find yourself being brought to this room. As you enter this room, the room is very bare, apart from 4 sitting chairs for the 4 of you and a table. You wait for a brief moment, the door opened once more, and this time the captain of the guard enters again with his heavy plate and the plank, 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 plank. You can imagine, like, you know how like toddlers walk? Kind of like that. So
And he's like stifling a laugh right now. She's trying so hard not to just burst out laughing.
Is it like the when they're in like a puffer jacket? It's like the straight legs, like arm out kind of.
So the captain comes in with this clink and clank of his armor. The door closes behind him. He shuts and he faces the 4 of you.
I understand that you have information for me.
And he removes his helm. He takes his helmet off, lays it on the table, and then you see this this halfling, grizzled old man with a twirled mustache. You see a scar on his face, gray hair that is swooped back. Looks very tiny in contrast to the armor that he's wearing.
So, outsiders, what do you know?
Well, that thing that was in the cells with us, you know that's a cannibal, right?
Yes, he ate 4 people before you arrived.
Okay. Then why did the guards enter there?
That is currently under investigation as to why one of you called the guards over. According to the report.
Rainer, you point at Annie, so his head
No, he's
turned.
not. He's just like, no.
Okay, it looked like you pointed towards Annie, alright.
No, he's just like,
Well, okay, that's unusual. I was asleep. I did not hear any of that.
Irregardless, your guard shouldn't be doing things based on other prisoners. Is that not right?
I don't know what exactly happened, but a guard was called. And as the guard came in, they were attacked. And it was apparent that was one of you that called the guard. Now, may I ask why his cell door was open? Did any of you see?
Better question is, why is your guard not prepared for such a situation? If someone's coming in, he should
Exactly.
be ready to fire. No?
Mhm.
Fire what? We don't have monsters coming in here on the daily. We're a small, quiet town. We keep to ourselves.
Right, and yet you somehow let a cannibal inside of your town, willingly, I might add, and you didn't adjust accordingly?
Yes, a cannibal that did not present themselves as a cannibal.
You think the teeth was any different? The swirling long tongue didn't make any sort of indication towards that?
No, because they were not present upon entering this town. Do not question my own judgment on how I keep this town safe.
Look, we're
Consider
not-
yourselves lucky that we are able to let you fall in prior to what happened.
Okay.
Yes, of...
Perhaps I should have left the four of you out. My men should have left the four of you out there, beset upon those beasts out there.
Your
No,
town
no.
would have been overrun then, because we have information that could help you. And I think it's best that we share that.
Yes, information. Interesting that you only have information that you're here locked up.
We chose to be locked up. We could have just let you.
You chose to disrespect the law. You disrespected me, carried me like a mere babe. Now, do you find this amusing?
And you think maybe that was to instigate you into putting us into proper holding as a way of protecting ourselves?
Yes, I do find it. Protect you. We ensured that those that were chasing you were dead. My men did what they had to do. They even permitted you in after there was strict orders as to not to let anyone else in.
Quick question. Those cannibals that were chasing us outside that you shot down, you have verified their deaths, yes?
Their corpses are still out there.
You haven't brought them in, you haven't investigated
Why
them.
would we bring their corpses in?
Because last night, the cannibal in the opposite cell to us kept teasing us. And one of us tried to fight back, burned his tongue, but the tongue quickly regenerated. That's not a cause of
And your
concern
guards went to enter there after I had told them that he was a cannibal. If they knew he was a cannibal, why were they trying to enter his cell?
I understand that the man was ill. We are not barbarians. Despite the fact that
It's a cannibal.
Yes, a cannibal, true, but we will not let that sort of thing suffer any more than
You see him now removing both gauntlets, and it's just a heavy thung onto the table. His tiny hands. You see him. What's the word? You see him massage his brow, the temples.
you, for our outsiders. How do I know that you are not like him?
Do you see us wanting to eat you?
Well, he passed off along as normal as the four of you. And within 12 hours, he ate 4 people. Now 5.
And how do we know that you and your guards aren't like him? Waiting for your time to strike whenever you feel really hungry? Egging and chasing people into your city?
Ah, yes, this town is a town of cannibals.
Okay, we're getting a little beside the point. How about we do this thing, right? I'll give you some information, and that will help you make a more informed decision on us, yes? We are from Briar Rose. We were sent here by the Delacroix family. We were heading north. We stopped by based on some danger with cannibals. We headed this direction, we were attacked, we ran, we came here. We didn't know anything about these cannibals beforehand. Now, what happened to your guys is truly tragic, and we do apologize. We apologize for how we interacted with you before. But I think you would be able to understand this. We want to live. We do not want to die. We do not want to die here. We will look at our own self-interest.
Persuasion
obviously.
check, please.
Please, 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 please roll
You
good.
need to beat a 16.
26.
Wow!
Very nice.
Well, I don't believe the whole Briar Rose story. That place has been razed to the ground some 80 years ago. These other names I've never heard before, though I am disinclined to believe part of your tale.
You see him pick up his gauntlets and putting them back on. And he picks up his helmet, places it back on his head.
There is only one way for sure to know.
As he steps out, door closes.
Yes. I hate this guy.
Not long, door opens again. Come walks in the guard, a guard with a chair. He places it opposite to the four of you. And another guard comes in, and he in tow is the cannibal with a bag over his head. And you see that guard sit the cannibal down before the four of you, still bound, removes the bag, and it looks like that he's wearing a muzzle, like a human-sized muzzle sort of thing. The guard leaves, closes the door.
So it's just us and the cannibal in this room?
Mm-hmm. He is currently bound.
Godar is getting out of his chair and going to the corner. He's not being anywhere near this thing.
And he follows suit.
Rainer's just gonna sit where he is. Not so talkative now.
What is the meaning of this?
Cannibal just eyes the four of you, and you see his tongue flick through the muzzle, just licking around, almost like licking the air, and then comes back in.
Kimball, get over here.
He's kind of, he's like already started slowly backed up with his arms sort of like widespread.
Godar is going to like step in, like more or less tuck him behind Godar in the corner.
You see the cannibal just look around. He seems to be very relaxed for the situation that you're currently in, the current situation he's in. And he just flicks his head back and forth.
Not in a talkative mood this time, huh?
Oh, did we have a conversation?
No, you don't seem to remember? Oh no.
I don't think I know you.
Oh, it's a different cannibal?
No, it's the same guy.
Oh.
Do I know you? You can tell that he's obviously lying.
Well, if your memory's that bad, then I guess maybe I should remind you a little bit. You were planning something, and it looks like your plans are not going to the way you want it.
Do I look like a man with a plan?
No, you look like a petulant child who's following daddy's words, huh?
Who's daddy? Are you my daddy?
No, I wouldn't have such an inbred child like you.
Oh, what's it like to breed, I wonder?
Never had the chance. Was always too hungry.
Parasites. That's...
I have a different carnal desire. A desire to feed, a desire for flesh. To feel it between my teeth.
When he says this, Godar's pointer and ring finger go into the sorcerer's burst. Just if it makes a sudden move towards Raynor, it's gonna
It sounds like
launch at him.
you don't have any sort of control. What's the longest you've gone without eating? An hour?
There's always something to eat.
So less than an hour.
But I favor the flesh of all kind. And he kind of like leans in forward at the table, even though he's bound. He leans just a bit forward and in a like kind of like a whisper, especially elf flesh. As he flicks his hair, and you see that he has pointed ears that were hiding the whole time.
Oh, I see.
You might as well eat yourself then.
If only it was so.
So I'm guessing that you're hard of comprehension, because my question was, what's the longest you've gone without eating? And then you just started talking about eating different sorts of people.
Oh, to eat. The longest of not eating. Annie, your teeth hurts. Just, you know how you get the toothache? Kind of getting a toothache.
Annie runs. She has a closed mouth, closed lips. She's running her tongue over her teeth. What do they feel like?
Oh, one of them popped out of place. You now have a loose tooth in your mouth. Rob's reaction is just like, backing up, and it's just like,
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. On this cannibal, are there any discernible tattoos or markings?
Now you can see he is shirtless, remember? He's shirtless, just wearing the Incredible Hulk style shorts.
And last night, was there any tattoos or markings visible on his backside?
Not that you saw. The door opens once more, and it is the captain of the guard with his short sword at the ready. And as he walks in, you see him dive the sword right into the cannibal's chest.
So it would seem that you're also familiar with each other. Is this right?
You locked us in a cell with him.
Yes.
He was literally right there and wouldn't shut up all night, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You're not barbarians, huh? You would help someone like that, but you lock us in a room with a cannibal. Even if its mouth is muzzled, it could still hurt us.
Yes, well,
Chop it up and burn its body away before it regenerates.
you see him pull the sword out, and the cannibal winces in pain. I'm gonna roll a dice.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna roll
I still have
a
the Sorcerer's
dice.
Burst, so it makes a leap. It's probably not
Yeah.
going to do a lot, but
As the captain of the guard pulls the sword out, you see him clean it, and you see him sheath his blade, and he walks towards the four of you, removing his helm once more.
Clearly, as you also gladly point out, that we are not equipped to deal with such.
He looks towards the cannibal and to the four of you.
Monstrosities. You suggest to burn this thing?
cut it up so it can't attack you and light it on fire. Only way to truly get rid of something.
Annie nods her head.
You still have a tooth in your mouth that is like rattling between all your other teeth. Obviously not heard except for you, but yeah.
I'm well aware.
Yeah.
Rainer's just gonna ask him, how many other people have come in the last 6 months to a year?
We don't generally get visitors considering what it is like outside. Our hunters are generally out to ensure that the perimeter is safe from cannibals. We occasionally get Sokolov, a merchant who comes in now and then for trade. Though we had ensured that he would not tell anyone about this place, even giving a fake name and everything.
Yeah, Sokolov and I go way back.
I'm sure you do.
But he gave you up very quickly. He said there was a town down this way, so...
Yes. He does seem to be a bit of a problem recently. Though this town has been under the watchful eyes, I should say, too, of our god. And this town was named after him, Heinrich.
Heinrich. Interesting. So that's his name.
That is correct.
By any chance, is he trapped, or do you have someone trapped around here?
No? What do you mean by trapped? The only people who are trapped are this thing.
Anything sealed? Anything, hidden? Because I heard him yesterday. He was, humming a certain tune, and he muttered something about his brothers and sisters wanting to enter this place. So...
You see his eyebrows raise in the look of almost fear. And he looks towards the cannibal.
What's this I hear about you and your, air quotes, brothers and sisters?
And you see the cannibal lull his head back and doesn't respond. And just continues to hum.
I'm inclined to believe the four of you that you are not cannibals. So, as I was stating earlier, that you have all pointed out that we are ill-equipped of dealing with such things, then perhaps we shall leave the four of you to deal with this. Find a solution. We have granted you clemency. We have saved your lives. The least that you can do is help us with our problem. If what you say is true, then by God help us.
You see him put his helm back on. And he walks towards the cannibal.
Do what you will, what you see fit with this monstrosity.
And he closes the door. Walks out and closes the door.
Well, Annie, do you want to take the lead with the burning? Like indicates towards your little cannon.
Just before I do that, Larry, can you clarify for me which tooth fell out?
One of your front teeth.
Oh, fuck off!
Well, you said that you were running it, and then one of your front teeth.
As in, like...
Yeah, well, it's one of your front teeth.
This is gonna be really funny, you guys. How do you want me to do this?
Just instantly just looks over and...
Excuse me? Gimbal.
What?
It appeared one of my teeth have fallen out.
Are any of the guards here, or is it
No.
just us and the cannibal now?
So, this room is a grey concrete room, except the glass mirror.
I'm going to cast message to Annie. I would suggest you don't continue speaking about whatever's happening to you right now. We don't need any more suspicion from them.
I agree. Now, what part do you want me to burn? Or how do you want me to burn this thing?
I think we should just burn all of it.
Flamethrower it is then.
Wait, can we leave this room? Wait a minute. Wait. Can you please open the door so we can flamethrower from the outside? Anyone? Everything in here will be cindered and it will be ash, please.
The door opens and a few guards come in.
Yes, you can stand with us. It's fine. We're not gonna run.
Some of you have... The captain has said that you have planned to burn this thing.
Yes.
Shall we take it outside?
Looks around at the stone walls. I think here should be fine. It won't spread. Stone doesn't burn.
Okay. You see the two guards step out, awaiting for the four of you. You see Gimbal quickly leave. I had a question in my head. Now I forgot it. Hold on. Don't worry about it. If it was important, then I would have known. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. See, I didn't remember. As the four of you are walking out, can you all just give me a quick insight check, please?
All of us?
Yeah.
Oh boy. And you got a 12?
God, I got a 6. I know nothing.
Rainer also got an 8.
All right. I'm going to say that Gimbal walked out first, followed by Rainer and Gordar. Annie, as you're you stay behind as you're trying to position the your little cannon and everything, and you look over to the cannibal, and for a brief moment, you could tell his disposition has completely changed. One of almost like panic.
Annie tries to signal to Gordar by waving her hand.
What? Just burn the thing. What's going on?
And she, continuously taps at her temple.
That's the thing now.
God walks up. What is this all about?
I think she's itchy? I'm not too sure, as he subtly casts message. Why, again? What is it with everyone in this thing?
Something about him has changed.
Good, then burn him before he reacts.
No. He's fearful of something. He's not fearful of this. It's like something else, something bigger. Do you sense anything else?
Not that I know of. Just burn the thing.
Fine, but don't say I didn't warn you if something else happens.
Gonna cast message. If there's anything worse coming, I'd prefer not to be eaten from behind as we turn to face it.
You make a good point. She continues assembling her cannon.
Mm-hmm. You take a few moments to assemble your cannon, and you are preparing for it to fire this blaze. Go ahead and do the damage for me, please.
Mm-hmm. Actually, before I do that, I'm curious as to what would happen if Annie got one of the crystals that she gained on her way to this place and just shoved it inside the barrel of the cannon.
Okay, not the time to experiment, but sure, let's find out.
We're in an enclosed stone building. Why are we experimenting with potential
I thought we were
explosives?
outside, are we not?
No, you are in this room.
We're
You're
in the
preparing,
stone room.
I'm going to say you're preparing this cannon in this concrete room. Gordar, Rainer, you have been led by the captain into the next room.
Gordar isn't leaving. Gordar is behind her in the doorway.
I was going to say, if that's the case, he was going to show you the other side of the room.
Yeah,
where
no,
you can see
Rainer
through
followed.
Gordar isn't
Yeah.
there for that, yeah.
Okay. All
Sorry.
right. So you are there at the doorway. That's fine. You are there at the doorway. You see Annie shove this crystal into her cannon. Go ahead and roll me that damage, please. Now, can you just roll me 2d10s?
Hang on, I'm just going to do that again because I accidentally clicked 4d10.
I mean, you can do it and roll a 4d10 if you'd like.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound like this is a good roll. I don't like this.
No.
Go ahead and roll the 4d10 now.
So, for the 2d10, I got 19, but for the initial damage, I got 2.
All right, so that's the flame damage. All right, so You, Gordar and Rainer, you see Annie just shove this crystal into the cannon's mouth, and it powers on as normal as Annie generally does this thing from your own observation in the past. But there is a crackling in the air, and you see sparks of lightning begin to build around the cannon, and in an instant flash, an explosion happens where, Annie, you fly back, hitting the wall behind you. Godar, you also fly back into the hole, hitting the wall. The both of you, the glass shatters. The both of you are going to take 19 points of damage from the initial explosion as the flame spits out towards the cannibal. And as the flame shoots, Annie, as the flame shoots, you see the flame shooting, and as it goes to hit this the cannibal, it curves. And in this second, as the flame curves, you see all around you shadows swirl, and it engulfs this entire room. Gordar, you are now looking at the doorway. As you're dazed, you can see that the doorway itself is blocked by this black shadowy ink. Rainer, as the glass shatters and you and the guards and the captain of the guards sort of fall back, getting your footing, you can now see this curtain of shadow that just hangs where the glass once was. As the flame goes around the cannibal, Annie, you pick yourself up and you can see this barrier, almost this sheen that is protecting this cannibal. And in this shadow room, all you see is the chair. You see the cannibal, and you see your benefactor. I left you a message. And I think this is one of the situations where I have to shoot the messenger. As he's running his hands through the cannibal's hair. And you see his grip tighten on the cannibal. And you see it burst. You see the cannibal burst into flame. This blue flame that he has presented prior. You hear wails and screams. The rest of you that are outside the shadow wall, the shadow barrier, you're hearing the screams and wails of this cannibal. And as your benefactor releases, there is nothing left but a mere crisp. Anastasia, my dear, you are mine. And I had been preparing this town for a very long time. And I want it. You are to spill all their blood. It is part of the ritual to release me. This is the deal that you made, my dear. Do not disappoint me again. However way you think that you can get them, do it. Play under this host of Monster Hunter, if you will. But when the time is right, spill their blood. As the shadow comes down, the rest of you see Annie's cannon still firing away, and it is directed at the, what was once the cannibal. Annie had done her job.
Goda pulls themselves back up. There is a faint splattering of blood on the wall behind him as that explosion took out more than half their HP. What the fuck, Annie? Why are you messing with crystals inside of a building?
What was that?
Is it at least dead?
Take a look.
Fricasseed, it seems.
He's dead, all right.
I'm gonna kill that old bitch. Oh my god.
You say old bitch, and you just see the look up at you. You know he has a confused look in his face right now, despite wearing his mask. His helmet, sorry.
When you guys look at Annie, you see a very, very satisfied look on her face. She's quite happy how this turned out.
As Godar meets your gaze after looking at the corpse, they give you a pretty big death stare, and all the girls hiss at you. And he doesn't want to, and then he stops looking at you and starts to try. I guess I can't walk away, but is just not looking at you anymore.
It was a stupid decision to throw that, to plant that crystal into the cannon itself. The electrified the aftermath of it, let me try that again. The aftermath of it being placed into the cannon, causing the electrical explosion, causing some weird shadow barrier to engulf Annie, and the room was rather peculiar. Annie, you, however, knowing the potency of that crystal, knowing what it could potentially do and hold, kinda excites you. Rainer, there's so much fuckery going on. You just get your hands up. It's just like, well,
Yeah, he's at half HP as well, so he's just not happy. He's like, oh, I could. He's just standing there. You'd send it.
Annie turns around to look at Godar and Raynor. Where's Gimbal? Did Gimbal also get hurt?
You do not see where Gimbal is from where you are.
Can I see where he is?
Yeah, he's huddled over, like kind of like in that fetal, panicky
Is he
sort
hurt?
of state. There's blood, some blood here and there, but
Yeah.
probably taking the same brunt force that you guys did. Or
Annie
if
can't
probably
see
less.
Gimbal, so she looks again to Godar and Raynor. Sorry about that. And she casts aid to the two of them.
Right, well, it's clear that 4 of you have some degree of experience. So you, I suppose, are perfect for assisting us with this cannibal problem.
I'd be more than happy to take care of the cannibals outside, too.
Yes, well, that's what we're hoping. I suppose that you folks will need a place to recuperate, rest. You will not be staying at the cells.
I think that would be best.
If you're ready, I shall get some of the men to take you to a place on where you can stay.
He calls over a guard.
Take him to that empty lot near the town center. At least that place will be of use.
And he turns to the 4 of you that are looking in a general direction.
I trust that you will have a solution for us. Keep me posted. I shall be coming back soon enough for a plan that you might have.
Hey, Captain.
Yes.
this god of yours, Heinrich,
Yes.
do you have a church or a temple for him?
The temple is not too far from the town center. There is a great statue of him there too.
All right. Could you point me in the direction?
This fine young man will take you.
Thank you.
Do you have clerics or healers of any kind in the city?
Yes, we have a few that follow in the church. They may give you aid if you need.
Well, let us continue.
You dust yourself off and pick yourself up. And the guard escorts you towards the town center. It doesn't take you long to get there, maybe about a 10-15 minute walk. The town itself, while most town folk give you a quizzical look, they go about their business. It is a lively town, well lived. And you eventually reach the town center. It is a circular formation. There is a fountain that sits in the middle, a quite large fountain. And opposite of it, as you enter, you can see a church. Very, I guess, Catholic-like in its architecture. Stands quite tall, white with gold trims about. He points towards the statue and he goes, "That's Heinrich. He is our protector and god." And you see a gentleman, well dressed, holding a cane, and you can see that it is a horned individual, one hand on cane, one hand on heart, and you can see on his statue there is roses that sort of blossom from him. A quite handsome man with a pencil mustache and a goatee. And he slowly, as he points, he slowly begins to walk towards the empty lot. It is quite a handsome figure, almost imposing. And this individual, they call him Heinrich. Annie, this is your benefactor. You recognize his face in his glory. And that's where we're going to end it.
In his glory, stroking your ego a little bit much. Look at my statue.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck yeah, guys.
Oh, God.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, this man has raised his own city till the populace gets large enough so he can sacrifice them all.
Mhm. I had a feeling. I had a very strong feeling. Oh,
Say
man.
goodbye, everyone.
Oh, that's so good.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Let's good night, Mrs. Okmonic, wherever you are. All right, let's hold for table time. And welcome back to Table Talk. Guys. Guys. I'm actually hungry.
Yeah, you've been driving those pancakes to Rob's place for so long.
Yeah, I know.
Got my pancakes
When are you
ready.
gonna get here, man?
But yes, how are we all feeling?
Fantastic.
I feel like I could do with some pancakes, actually. It would be really good.
Oh, Bella, how do you feel about all this that is now coming down on you?
Oh, I feel good. I don't feel good about the missing tooth, and I kind of forgot about that in the final moments of Annie being happy. I kind of forgot about the lift, but you know, it's what have you.
In my mind, I pictured like before you actually did that. In my mind, I was going to say, if you spoke normally, I was going to say, oh, and there's a slight whistle to the way she speaks.
Yeah, no, I kind of forgot about that, so we'll leave it there. But oh my god, I feel so good. I finally know what the crystals can do with my cannon. Oh my god,
That
the potential
was-
is strong.
And it was
Sorry about that, you guys.
that for me, that was the perfect cover for Heinrich to make an appearance, right? Because now, unbeknownst to everyone, that was just part of the crystal thing. Oh, very good. Highlight, guys. What is it?
Man.
Yeah?
I just want to state this. I do not hate Bella. I do not hate Annie. It's just Gordar is very frustrated at the moment, and it seems like all of his teammates keep making deals which cause genocide or just really horrible things, and he keeps getting hurt for it.
Godar, I'm sorry, but I mean, hey, you know, if you want to sign up for the whole like demon thing, that's fine too.
Ooh, here's this crystal I have no idea about. I'm in an enclosed area surrounded by stone. I'm gonna put it in a flamethrower.
To be fair, I
Just
thought we
burn
had
it.
stepped
There was no need
outside.
to. We made an incinerator, and instead you made a nuclear bomb.
Yes.
He turned it into a bomb.
Speaking of
Fire.
Don't
but
forget, you guys.
Explosion.
Speaking of
Guys,
bombs, you still
actually-
have some.
I was gonna say, I still have the nuclear bomb from the Golden City. I still have
You
that.
have the Golden City C4, and you have additional explosives from Tink.
Yes.
From Tink. From Lost. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Next session's gonna be fun, you guys. Stay tuned for that.
Oh my goodness.
And just after we had the whole conversation, like Gordar was like, you need to talk to us about our plans. We need to be on the same page. And instantly it's just, I'm going to keep pulling the trigger.
Yep. When Annie gets that stroke of inspiration, she doesn't talk to anyone. You have to let her work. Like,
Yeah.
let her be. You know, if you see
I love
that
the
she's
chaos.
concentrated,
Robert loves the chaos.
if you see her concentrated, just know that your characters have to take like 50 steps back, maybe more.
I think what caught me by surprise was as you did arrive here at the in the town of Heinrich, on how antagonistic some of you were. Like that caught me off guard. It's just like, okay, hold on a second. Throw him into prison. You're there now. Yeah, that take.
Well, it was such a stressful situation.
Yeah.
Like we were literally running for our lives, being hunted by some creatures, and also those guys. We didn't know where they were anymore. So it was pretty much just get in there as quick as possible. And then they just kept saying, "Show us your teeth," and just being really fucking weird about it. We're like, just let us in the fucking door, or we're dead.
The first reaction.
And then we walk in, and then there's a little dude with little anger issues, just instantly on our
baby.
ass as well. So everyone's just stressed, being like, "What the hell?"
I just want to say for the listeners, you guys did not see their facial expression when I first threw out the "show us your teeth." And it was just a
You're like,
look
huh?
of like, stark confusion.
Like, excuse
Yeah.
me? What?
I think out of every line so far, I think that's the one that's made me like break the most.
Show us your
I'm just like,
teeth.
what?
Yeah, it was so unexpected. I really appreciated that, actually.
And then how can you see it from up there? I don't know.
You're right. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. And they just hear that.
The most incompetent guard.
I think for me,
That was so good.
think for me-
That was Raina calling that out, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So
I think
good.
this has been the funniest recording they have done. I'm like having silly fun with these guards and the things that they're saying, and then the captain as well of just being a tiny little man with a voice like this.
It threw me off. I love that.
It was so funny to me. So,
He's just a little guy, a silly little guy.
like, this is very much like Antilles roots. It's very the idea, like for me, it's just like sort of like to almost kind of mirror what it's like living in the city, and just with silly people and silly things, and yeah, and there's a cannibal who was fried, barbecued,
Mm-hmm. Charcoaled.
charcoal,
Really?
yes.
Oh my goodness.
Is there
So yeah, that was my highlight.
what
The entire thing. It's like, yeah.
the burning of the cannibal?
The final act of this whole episode. It was so good.
How did it make
I
you,
liked that.
How did you guys, like those who had the song, how did it make you feel about him singing those songs of old? The old-fashioned love song, and then that sort of lullaby waltz, and then the mention of dear old dad.
I felt it was really nice and sweet to see like a little bit more of Annie's past with her past relationship. I thought that was very interesting to witness and for that to come into play. But honestly, like Annie as a character probably felt freaked out as fuck. Like, how the fuck does he know why? And he's such a weirdo. Why is he waltzing with himself?
Yeah. I kind of like him. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the character. It was kind of fun
would.
It was kind of fun to play that NPC. But yeah,
With Gordar, I think he was in such an angry state that I don't think it really affected him much more than he already was. Mainly because, as well, everyone keeps trying to throw his father and use it as a token above him. Everyone's constantly trying to egg him on. And that's all that's been constantly happening. Is everyone is, you're nothing. I know everything. I know more. Look at daddy. Nah. You're just daddy's boy. Which is probably something he got on a lot in the city too. And while yes, he's very much, my father will hear about this, he's also trying to push past that and be his own. So I think he's gotten to the point where pretty much he's like, no, I am not my father's son. He is my father. And is like really trying to push against that. And that just made him more angry and was just like, I don't care about you. And that's why it was a bit more hostile constantly rather than being actually hurt.
guys.
Don't you dare weaponize that against me. I saw that face.
Guys, I have ideas and I'm going to write them down.
Oh, I don't like this. I
think Rainer's reaction to the song, I think at first he was surprised. He was like, oh, so he must be from the Narrows too. And then once they kind of indicated, oh yeah, I know you, Rainer, I was like, well, I think he was more like, okay, this creature thinks it's at the same level or is trying to get something with me. So he was just trying to like, it was like for me, it was like a duel or like a fencing match where it was just like, they're both trying to get information from each other. Like, I think Rainer thinks he's kind of an amateur of how he manipulates people. He's like, yeah, you're too on the nose. Like, come on.
That was
Like,
actually...
you're going with that with Gordar? Really? Okay.
I'm glad that was what was picked up, because that was like the intention behind that little thing between the both of them. But yeah, I like... Oh... And then when Heinrich arrived, I suppose this is the one time I must shoot the messenger as he burns him to crisp. That was so cool. In my mind, that was so fucking cool. Like, just this guy, this dude. Oh my god. So we have the harlot with with Rainer. We have the gentleman with Annie. Oh, I wonder if Gordar were ever presented with the same choices on what he would make.
No, he would know better. At least he would
Good
try
luck.
to negotiate his
I'm
way
curious.
into getting a better deal.
I was about to say, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, you definitely need to be, yeah, good luck with that one, as the shrewd business person they are.
Yeah, no.
Instantly
Rob's
looked at
gonna
both
bring in, like-
people's deals and been like, what the fuck, guys?
Gordar's gonna be the type to be
Not
like,
even
okay,
dental?
so labor
Not even
laws,
dental.
insurance, wages,
See,
penalty
Annie,
rates.
should have gotten dental.
You
Should have
could've
gotten
gotten
dental with your plan.
Oh, fuck. That's so rude. Oh my
I
god,
really-
is the tooth gonna grow back? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You're gonna go sharp.
Golden
teeth, dude.
tooth? Golden tooth?
I really like
Ooh.
the differences between how Annie is going through like being kind of dealing with this thing versus how Rainer did it, because Rainer is like whatever, but Annie's one is a lot more like, whoa, she's actually actively like, you're not sure if she's doing part of it or not, and like how much of her wants to do this, and that's really interesting to me.
I will say now, I think like the general idea of trying to bring a god back from the dead essentially is like really fucking with Annie, but it's the little things in between. Like it's the destruction, it's the manipulation, it's the history, it's the knowledge. That stuff is what's getting her going. It's not necessarily the, oh yeah, I'm young. It's the everything in between. It's the opportunities.
Because you know as
Man,
well.
maybe Annie should have gotten the harlot.
Essentially, you know that it can easily be taken away as well. That's the thing, right? It's suggested that to Annie that like what was given to you can be taken at any point. So, but yeah, I love seeing how this plays out. I love seeing how everything else is going to play out. I'm very much excited on what you guys are going to do because I've set up this stage and I want to see where you guys take the story in this one.
I'm excited to see how desperate Annie gets to keep this new young age. Like, is she going to go all the way? Is she going to try and skirt around it? Like, what is it going to be? So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see on how far she will go for a little bit longer of a life, even though we might... Actually, we never... What happened with that 6? Is that something that we should know? We ended on the cliffhanger of her rolling a 6.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. The 6%.
her tooth popped out.
Oh,
Oh! Okay, cool.
What's happening with Andy? I wonder.
Ah.
I think it'll be really fun to see how Gordar and Raynor kind of adjust how they interact with her, because this is the first time they turned their weapons on her.
Yeah,
too.
there is a huge mistrust, which is I'm liking very much because
Yeah, I love that.
Raynor overhearing the conversation and like hearing that's like, oh, there's some sort of plan that's going on here. Annie, what's going on? Is that your brother? Is that guy your brother?
Yeah.
What?
I think you
Is
knew
he
that
my
like it
brother
wasn't
in religion?
specifically like brother. It was more like, oh, you guys are linked by
Yeah.
like something, and using her own weapon to point at her head was very like
That
Yeah.
thematic. Absolutely thematic.
Very thematic. Oh, it's so good.
I had fun with this episode, guys. I had so much fun. Just for me, like when I get into those silly stuff, I really, really, really enjoy it. But also as well, like a lot of the horror aspects that I do very much enjoy. Like the whole thing. Again, I'm just going back to the Pac-Man head. Like visually in my mind, you know, the flesh is like there's no eyes, there's no nose. It's just this literal huge mouth that stretches from ear to ear sort of thing. And oh man, and then like picturing that slobbering face with the teeth, and then I didn't want to describe it as venom like tongue because but I think that's what I was trying to go for. And the way it just sort of like stretched out and licked the bar, and then it falls off, and then it grows back. It's just like And then the visual in my mind when it was feeding on that guard, on how the teeth just tore into the flesh. Oh man, I love this stuff. It's so cool. Okay, well, I think that's that. I think we covered a lot of points there. There are still a lot of unanswered questions. Gimbal, what's going on with him? What's going on with you guys and Gimbal? Like the whole...
Yeah, he was very quiet this session.
Well, I wonder why. Gimbal has secretly have made a deal as well.
The fuck?
He also got possessed. It was the blue flame. The blue flame entranced
It's a
him.
good thing God doesn't have hair on his head, or it'd be gone by the time they get back to the camp. So much stress, just
Few episodes
Doesn't even turn
later.
grey. It just slowly disintegrates.
yeah.
Few episodes
Those girls
later,
fall
what do
off
you
and be
call
very
it? We're
sad.
gonna have a call back to the one shot that Rob did, and we're going to have a Mongo Gimbal.
Oh no.
All right, and with that, let us take our leave. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good night, Mrs. Akmonic, wherever you are.
Who? Are we ever gonna meet this woman?
Countdown, please. Countdown, please.
She's imaginary.
Though I generally play by myself because nobody wants to play. And with that, the recap.
He's just nosedived into sadness.
I'm so concerned for Gimbal now.
And as we come back out, he's gonna have an arrow to his head.
It's like, that's what you get.
I'm so sad. I play this game by myself because no one wants to play with me. Cuts to modern day. Arrow to the head. It's about to be scared.
I want you all to go ahead and give me all an athletics check, please.
Oh shit! Run!
I am running.
Faster then! Oh, sorry, I'm gonna do that again. Faster then! Nope, that's not it. Well, she screams that.
She screams, yes.